Hi, Jason from Ellerium Games here today. We're going to talk to you about Tokaido, a beautifully illustrated game from FunForge. Have you ever traveled to Japan? I haven't, but in this you can experience traveling along the EC road where you'll meet new people, you'll collect fantastic items, beautiful artwork, and you'll stop every night to have a tasty little meal with all your other fellow travelers. It's a simple move your guy, collect some cards kind of game, and it takes about 45-minute playthrough for 2 to 5 players. What more can be said? It's just the artwork's amazing. It's just so beautifully drawn and creatively made. Let's have a look inside the box and show you what it's like. So here we have Tokaido. As you can see, nice artwork on the front. The box is a bit damaged, obviously, because we've been playing it a lot, but the box is still sturdy, so that's really nice. What we'll do is we'll open up and show you what's inside. Here we have the rulebook, simple rulebook, very short and simple. It's 4 pages long. It shows you how to set the game up, contents. It shows you how to interact with each section. Shows you the specialties, and then it shows you the travelers' special abilities, and then shows you scoring, and that's simple. Then this is the part I like the most. This is the player board. This nice long player board. Probably going to miss half of it because it's so long, but look at that. That is just beautifully illustrated and made. And you see the nice winding road as you follow through. Each section has little things, but we'll go through them as we go into the how to play section, and there you go. Next up, inside the box you have your hero cards. There we are. We'll have a look inside here. And we got all the heroes. They've got a nice little slot for putting your color token. There's your color token. You'll take a color token and a meeple with a little inside there, the little circle, which is a points score thing. So you get, and then what they've got on the heroes, they've got the amount of money you'll start with and their special ability. Then in here you have all the scoring cards. These are bonus point cards, so like the first to complete certain objectives and get these cards into the end of game cards. And there's lovely artwork on them. This one here is all the art decks, which is how you collect these beautiful panorama pictures. I mean, they go 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 4, and 1 to 5, and I'll show you them a bit more in depth as the gameplay. Then in here is another little pile of cards. There's lots of cards. You've got the meals, which you'll experience at the end. They've got different things. Then you've got oh, hang on, we skipped past it. In fact, let's do it the backwards way. There's the meals, because they've all got different backs, so you can separate them out. These are the encounter cards. These are random events through the game. I've got little pictures on them. Then you've got the hot spring cards, which look like this. They're just automatic points, just points, points, points. Then you've got, this is the item deck, or the purchase, I don't know what it's called. It's the item deck. It's all the things you'll collect in sets, all the different things like a spinning top, looks like a book, a bowl and stuff. So there's different things in there. Then you've got a pile of cardboard coins. These are your currency through the game. These will help you buy and purchase and do things. So what we'll do is we'll put this all away. We'll set up a little game and show you how to play. So here we have it. This is a Tokaido setup. We've set up for a 3-player game just to make things nice and simple. You set up all your artwork decks here for your panoramas. You shuffle up all the decks here. This is the items deck, the springs, the encounters, and the in meals. What you do is shuffle them up, place them on there. These are the in-game extra ones. These ones here are for the panoramas. So the first person to complete each panorama gets these special cards. Now they're probably going to be just out of view, but we'll just stick them down there so they're away. Then what you do is you give each person a meeple, the relevant token, and a point counter which you'll stick on the 0 track. You then shuffle up the hero cards and deal 2 to each player. I'm only going to do myself to speed up time because you don't want to know what everybody gets. So you get 2 characters. You only get to pick 1. So the top corner we have the currency is what you'll start with. So this one's 9, this one's 6. You have the name and the special ability. This guy's special ability is when you pick 2 of these cards, you'll get to look at them, keep 1, and put 1 at the bottom of the deck. This one here is when he lands, he can buy 1 of the items from the deck for 1 coin, and that's that. I'm going to take this one because it's nice and simple and easy, and it starts with 9 coins. So what you do is you take your 9 coins. We're going to go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and 9. And then what you do is you take your color. I'm going to go purple because purple's my favorite, and you just slot it in there. So just lets you keep track. It's a little nice thing. It's not really major. And then you take, obviously everybody else takes them. Then the meeples go down on the starting track here at the end, here. But the trick is, do it randomly because it's the last person goes first. So what you do is we normally just shake them up, drop 1. Oh, shock, I go first. We do it again, drop 1, goes there, and then the last one, goes there. So that's them all set up. So that's the game set up, ready to rock and roll. Everybody should have a character. I'm just going to throw him here. This is going to be, for example, the blue guy. And I'm going to cheat a little. I'm just going to stick myself to the back. So there you go. So say I was the back, that means I get to move first. Now what I'll do is I'll move my character and I'll place him on any one of these slots from here right up to here. And that's it. Each one will activate a different thing. So on the black, if you land here, you'll get to go through the deck. You'll get to purchase up some items and see what you've got. If you go here, you can pray at the temple, which means you donate money to the temple. And each penny you donate will give you victory points at the end of the game, but you score an immediate victory point at the time of paying. This one here is to interact with the encounter deck. You will get to draw a card and trigger it straight away. This one is take a number 1 from, or take the next number you require. So you start at number 1 and you work your way to 3. Start at number 1, work your way to 4. Start at number 1, work your way to 5. You'll take the next image required in the set. Hot Springs. Hot Springs, you just take it off the top. Boom, you get your points. 3 points. That's the simplest one of them all. Then here again, another panorama. Here, you just collect 3 coins from the bank. 1, 2, 3, collect them, done, that's that. Then it just sort of then repeats after that just to get to the end, and then when you get to the end, we'll explain that a bit further. So let's do an example here. So let's go, I'm gonna go here. So because of my ability, I pick 1, I pick 2, and I look at them and I decide which one I want. Now, as you can see, this one allows you to gain 3 coins, this one allows you to gain one of the pictures. So I'm gonna snap up this. Boom. So this one here will activate this one and put this one at the bottom. This one goes just down there. So I'm going to use this, which allows me to gain the first part of this image. Keep these cards when you get them because they are worth points at the end. So there you go. This collected means I get 1 point to start with and move my guy 1. And that's that. So then again, this will just sit up here and you just collect them as you go along the game. They'll all sit nicely in view. Obviously, we don't have a lot of space. It does take up a bit of space, but the game is very enjoyable. One of the things you do, so as you go along, each person jumps ahead. Say you go to here, you pick up 3 items. 1, 2, 3. And then you have a look at them and you can purchase them. Now, this is where it gets interesting. Each item has a cost. It has the 1, 2, 3, 1, 3, 5, and 7 for points. It also has a symbol. As you can see, we're just going to have a quick flick. You've got the fan, you've got the food, you also have the clothing, and you have the item. Now, the idea is if you get 1, 2, 3, and 4, that's 4 different items. So the first one is worth 1 point. If you then get the second one, you get 3 points. If you get the third one, you get 5. You get the fourth one, you get 7. And again, it's worth keeping them in front of you because at the end of the game, they could be worth more points. Then, if you go to Hot Springs, as we've shown you, Hot Springs is nice and easy. Oh, sorry, let's finish that up. You pick 3, you pick what you want to buy, and then you put the rest at the bottom of the deck, and that's that. So let's say I bought these 2, so that scores me 3 points. So I go 1, 2, 3. That goes there. 4 points, sorry. I get 1 for this one, and then I get 3 for the second one. That's right. So because I buy this one, I get 1 point, and then I've got this one, I get another 3 points. It's a cumulative, sorry, my apologies. Then I go, let's say I went to the Springs. Flip this over. That's just a simple 3 points. 1, 2, 3. Sorted. And that one stays in front of you as well. Again, most of the cards, except for the no, in fact, all the cards, yeah, any card you get, you're going to put in front of you, and it's going to sit, except for the ones you don't buy, it'll go on the bottom of the decks. Look at me making a mess, honestly. And then, once you get to this point, what happens is, you then, as you get to the inn, the first person to the inn takes the number of meals, 1, 2, 3, equals the number of players, plus 1, right? He then flips them over, or looks at them privately, and will pick and buy one. So, you can only ever have the same meal once, right? So you could only ever buy sushi once, for example. So if I already had sushi, let's just quickly find a sushi or a duplicate. So in fact, let's say I've already got soba, right? I've already got soba meal from a previous round. You cannot buy that one. So that one's pretty much effectively out of the game. So I buy that one for 2. I pay the money, I get the card, and it just sticks on there. And that's that. You then put these face down here until the next person arrives. So the next guy comes in, he picks it up, he buys one, boom. Then the next one comes in, he picks it up, buys one, boom, and that's that. And that is basically what you determine as a turn. Basically what happens is the game just rolls on, and that's ends the turn. You can then, if you want, you can review your situation, check your points, make sure your points are up to date before you continue, and then you just go again. Last person goes first. Boom, boom, and you just keep going along the track. Now, one of the things to note is if you land on the temple, you can go, right, I'm going to pray for 4 coins. I'll go 1, 2, 3, 4. And then I go up 4 points. 1, 2, 3, 4. Now I know you used a green guy, but I'm purple, but that's fine. So I got 4 points. So again, that sits there. Now the thing is, I get 4 immediate points, but then in the game there's a scoring system. The person with the most coins gets 10, then 7, then 4, then 2. So there's an extra bonus points. The game continues till you collect so many items and cards, and once you get to the final end of the board, you then start, you can tally up your final points. But what will happen as the game goes on, you'll just collect loads of points. The end scoring comes with these cards. You get an extra 3 points for the most of the encounter cards, an extra 3 points for the most spring cards, an extra 3 points for the most item cards, and an extra 3 points for the person with the highest value in the meals they've purchased. And that's that. You also have the bonus cards here for the panoramas. First to complete the green gets the 3 points, first to complete the blue gets 3 points, and first to complete the white gets 3 points. So there are bonus objectives as the game goes on. And it's as simple as that. The game is really quick and intuitive once you've gone from the first into the second, and you'll not even notice it, and then it just becomes second nature to play through. What more can be said? That's the gameplay of Tokaido. Any questions, just ask us. So, as you've seen, that was Tokaido. The mechanics in it are so nice. I love that collecting of those full art pictures as we showed you. Also, the items are a unique way that you can try to collect those sets and just be that unique collector. One of my favourite mechanics is that you, as you've seen, when you're the last place, you're going to go first, which means there is strategy involved even though you wouldn't think it. It's so simple, and as you see that nice winding road as you're travelling along. And the best part is the abilities of each hero that has got just that unique little touch as well. Also, that artwork, what can you say? That is some beautifully drawn stuff. I mean, FunForge did a good job picking up Tokaido and publishing it. We love it. We play it in about 20 minutes, so we managed to get 2 or 3 games in a night. We'll play this alongside another game, but yeah, Tokaido, I mean, even look at the box artwork, that is some beautiful stuff. My final review on that is a must-pick game. It's only, I think it's in the range of £30. It's a great game. For a big game, it's still a small game, but it's worth the while, so enjoy.